Middle of Utah, north of Salina, south of Manti. There is a place called Gunnison Valley. There are a few towns in the small valley, Gunnison and Centerfield, which are right next to each other, Fayette, Axtell, and Mayfield. The town I live in is Centerfield. So lots of places in the state, they're more big than us, and we're more of a smaller community, so we're more like family down here. The people in this town aren't just my neighbors, they're my family and my closest friends. They're the most selfless people I know. If you're in trouble, pain, or devastation, they'll rush to help. We know each other's name, families, homes, and personalities. We know each other like you run to your friends in the store and stuff. One of my favorite things is probably that we're located so close to the mountains, so we can just go up there every year and have fun. So as you can see, this town isn't just your ordinary, everyday town. It's our town.
I like to call my community my home and paradise because of the people, incredible outdoor activities available to me, and the small town I live in where there's hardly any traffic. The kind-hearted people in my neighborhood have helped me become a better person and taught me some of the most important lessons I will remember forever, and that have helped me find who I really am. They're just the best, and it feels like home, and I used to live somewhere else, and I did love the people, but here they really care about you. It's like a huge family. We are there for each other through the hard times and experience the happy times together. My family community makes sure to make me feel like I belong here. Like in the cities, I would never live in the city. There's too much cars and not enough nature and stuff. I was just kind of writing from my heart and how I feel about my town and community.
It's hot in St. George, so if you're expecting cold weather, you don't want to come here. It just looks so cool because it's red, and just there's not a lot of places where you're going to see just red rocks. And also, I love the ones where you get to see the flowers and where you're just going to hike up, and they don't have to be super long, but they just are so beautiful. I live really close to this black mountain, and when it snows, which it does not do often here, it looks like the snow falls in between those rocks, and it looks like there's this little cookies and cream milkshake because there's this little black in between the white, and it's really cool just to see that. It looks so pretty when there's a sunset because it has like the peach and the purple and just these bright colors, and then it goes to this black mountain and it's so plain. But it's so amazing and awesome that they can blend together so much just to make this pretty landscape. It's really fun during the summer where I get to go jump in the pool with my friends and have water fights and popsicles. And the other thing is that there's always so many good people and so many good places here. And it's just so beautiful, and there's so many flowers and beautiful things.
St. George is my hometown, and I have not lived anywhere else. My community is so fantastic. There's awesome weather to go do like amazing things and play outside because like we have a bunch of stuff to do with parks and hiking trails, and it's just awesome. And there's a bunch of friendly people that live here too. Super kind and welcoming. Last year my sister's friend got to be in a parade. The plays at Tuacahn, you go out there and they put on some of the best shows. They're super entertaining and really cool with a lot of good effects that make it look real. There are so many amazing and beautiful hiking trails that take us out in nature, and I always go on them with my family. There's like flowers and trees, and it's awesome. And when you get to the very top, you get to enjoy a stunning view of the southern Utah Red Rock. Most days I don't have to wear a coat outside. So in conclusion, St. George is an awesome place.
I like the smell of flowers and pine trees.
When I open the door on a bright spring morning, I see the flowers looking up at me. I squint at the shining sun in my eyes.
It just makes me feel happy and special.
I love the feel of the country in Manti. The animals are wonderful too. I love to hear the cows moo and the sheep baa. They are country sounds. In the mountains, I am free.
And it just feels good because in the hot summer sun, when you're down here, then it's hot. But when you get up there, then the wind like helps you cool down.
Another reason Manti is the dearest place ever to me is because of its amazing history. The temple reminds me of the pioneers. They were brave and strong.
It makes me think about what they did, like building this city and this temple, and how they came across the plains all over to Utah.
I'd like to learn about the people who built this temple and this city. I would have liked to know them and be friends with them. Manti has a truly thrilling history.
If it had just been beautiful things, then it still wouldn't have been good enough to live in. But with people and beautiful things, then I think it's the best place to live in.
I'm Harrison Thomas and I go to Olympus Junior. I live in Holladay, Utah. It has all 4 seasons. When it's winter, there's snow. When it's summer, it's hot and rainy. In the fall, as far as the eye can see, are red, orange, green, and yellow all over the place. These trees are usually a yellowish, orangish over here. And then most of these trees over here, pine tree doesn't change color because it's a pine tree. It's really pretty and it's a meeting place for everyone. If you were hanging out with a friend, commonly you'd be going to the pine tree. We have a Christmas party here in early December where we celebrate Christmas and we have fun around the tree. It has always been the gathering place of our neighborhood. Holladay was founded 7 days after the pioneers settled Salt Lake City. My mom had a lot of ancestry come to Holladay. I discovered that in Holladay City Hall there's a large picture of my great-grandfather McDonald's home. It's very inspirational to see that picture of the house. There is still some of the old pioneer architecture, which reminds me the fact that I belong here. It feels important, like I'm here for a reason. I hope I can always live in Holladay. I may go away to school or I may be gone sometime, but I want to return because this is the best community in Utah.
Bountiful is a city with a lot of hills. This has made riding my bike places, like to my school, pretty hard at first. I had to walk my bike up part of the hills. I started making spots on the hills to make it to before I would have to walk my bike up the rest of the hill. I named like all of the hills, and one of the hills I named was Torturous Hill. The name says it all. It felt so awesome the day I finally rode up that hill. And then later in the year when we were biking, we found this cutoff through Torturous Hill, so we call that Early Bird. Then another one when we're going down to our school, because we go up this big hill and then we have to come down one hill, so we call that hill Celebration Hill, where we can just sit back, relax while we go down. When we take the different route, instead of going the usually way we come home, we go around and then we go to the junior high. That's by our house. We call that one Freestyle Hill, because it's got steps that we like to ride our bikes down, and it's got a track around, so we'll just go around and just ride around laps and stuff, ride down the stairs, ride up the hill, and ride down the like little grass hill and stuff. It's like super awesome because usually when we're riding to school, we get tired after we come up the hills, so we'll stop and then grab out our water bottles out of our backpacks or our bikes, take a drink, and while we're doing that, we can like look out, we can like see all the way down the hill and sometimes even more, so it feels super awesome. You're like, whoa, I just rode up at that.
I'm going to read from this essay one paragraph, and I love this paragraph. Listen really carefully. Don't be afraid of Bountiful Hills. Once you get to the top of them, you always have a great view. Hearing from the young people gives us a vision of our future. Really, we see that. If the youth say, hey, we're lacking this or we're lacking that, well, we know there's something that needs to be done. But when they say so many positive things, one, we see the future as bright.
So this essay contest was entitled Why I Like My Community. Why I Like My Community. And all across the state, some people won, and we had a tie for third, and both third place winners are right here at Sunset Elementary School. Eleanor Armour? Oh my goodness.
My mom, she held her phone up, and when I looked back at her, she looked like she was videoing, and then she acted like she was texting. But it just sort of got my hopes up. And then I saw that her mom, my friends, she was also doing the same.
Ashlyn Johnson.
I started to get like this blood rushing through my body, and it like made me in shock.
So it was really exciting because we're really close friends, and it was just really fun that we both got it and tied for third.
Thank you to Maverick. One of them is going to receive an award this morning as they took second place in the whole state of Utah. They're going to receive a check for $75, and the school is going to get $750.
Vieira Powell. Congratulations, Vieira. Come on up here, we have a prize for you.
I do like to make little doll-sized cakes, so I might buy another cake mix because my other cake mix is running out.
You might be able to get a couple for $75.
Yeah.
So when they announced your name, what went through your mind?
I did this.
The winner of this award today, I think 2 years ago, I presented this same award to his brother, I'm pretty sure.
And he says something like, last year, his older brother won this essay. And then I didn't really hear that part, so all my friends around me were like, oh, this is you, this is you.
Why I like my community.
He started reading my essay, and I'm like, oh, the essay. And I was like, oh, it's mine, and then I got all excited, and yeah.
So today, we get to honor the writer of this essay, and that writer is Benjer Philpott. Benjer wins $100. And because he's here from your school, the school gets $1,000. Yeah.
This essay was written by Caitlin Watkins.
I was really excited and also like confused because I did not expect this.
First place in the contest, we have Mary Carter.
What inspired you to write such a good essay?
Just my family and the money.
I'm pleased to present a $75 check and certificate and to Olympus Junior High School a certificate and $750 on behalf of the second place state winner in the 7th grade, Mr. Harrison Thomas.
It feels really nice. It's like you actually won something, but you didn't really actually try to do anything physically. You did it mentally.